It is August and we're here at Basadi ba Moshito. We're here to inspire women. We're here to inspire you toward the call that God has for your life, toward the dreams that you have been hungry for so long, but just haven't been able to take those steps toward. And what better way than this event? We're here to listen to speakers such as the ambassador, a global ambassador, to listen to a very prominent winemaker, to listen to the Swedish ambassador even. There's a lot of beautiful lineups in terms of the speakers, and these are people who are here for your growth, who want to inspire you towards growth, who want to speak back into the rich investment that is women in our country. And so I'm very excited. There's already a buzz around us. There's already some excitement. You can feel it in the air. It is thick, it is fun, it is exciting, and it is inspiring. And so I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy every single one of these interviews because I'm hungry for what it is that they have to offer. Let's go. You are here with Kule Wakaba, and we are at an inspirational event, Basadi ba Moshito, and we are here to empower women, to skill women, to develop what is in our hearts and who it is that we can be. Now, who better to speak on this topic than Miss Lynn Hill? I got the opportunity to listen to her speak when we were inside, and I could feel the heart that she has for women, the heart that she has for humanity, the heart that she has for people, and how beautiful that has spoken into what she does and the fruits that she is giving within this life. And so I'm very excited to have you here with me, Lynn. How are you?
I am blessed. You catch me at a moment when my vibrational frequency is high. So I absolutely love to be a blessing, and that just inspires me to be a greater blessing each and every time. Yeah.
I'm one of the individuals who feel extremely blessed to be in your presence because there's a warmth about you, there's a love about you. And you know what's beautiful about Basadi ba Moshito is the idea that even in the darkest phases or places in our lives, we can bring beauty through. And I believe that you're one of those people who did that. Could you tell me about what inspired you to move the way you do, to move in purpose, to move in service, to move in passion and excellence the way you do?
Thank you. It was a near-death experience at the age of 15. I had been brutalized by someone who belonged to my church. I was apparently number 4 in the church. And I think my first bit of unconscious advocacy work was standing up for my truth and defending my truth in the Supreme Court of Cape Town at a time when non-white rapes were not reported, at a time when I don't think the violation was recognized. And so I've been living and walking my purpose since 1983, knowing that what I had been through was too torturous, too painful to have gone through it for nothing. And 3 weeks after I had been brutalized, it was, I will make it my business to find that something. And that something was then finding the divine purpose in my pain, saying that this could not have happened for nothing. And a part of that inspired my trajectory, my vocational trajectory to become a qualified counselor, now a global inspirational speaker, and to continue doing the healing work and the inspirational work and the empowerment work that I do. I often say that pain crafted my consciousness and my character.
I think one of the most beautiful things about being at an event that is specifically to inspire women and to empower women is finding a powerful man there as well. And this is Gert van Wyk, and I'd really like to ask, what is it that inspired you to come and join Basadi ba Moshito today, to come and speak, to come and empower, to come and build the way that you have?
What happened was that Antoinette and Harmony came to the hotel. They wanted accommodation for the speakers, for Lynn Hill. And somebody else, I'm not sure exactly, I think it's Celia, the wine lady.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So I offered them rooms for accommodation for the time that they were here. And then the next thing is she asked me to come and join on the panel. She asked me to speak. So I said, yes, I would do it. I always think that to do something that you haven't done before is a good thing to do it. So, yes, I agreed to it, and that's how I got here today.
I cannot tell you how exciting it is to be in the presence of warm individuals like this lady right here. I'm with Marilda, and she has a passion for people. She has a passion for what we do here at Basadi ba Moshito. She has a passion for furthering the desires that we have within our hearts. Now, there's a lot that comes with furthering those desires, and there's a lot of grits and grime that people don't necessarily see often. How is it that you were able to stand in your passion so strongly? And do introduce yourself and tell them what it is that you do.
Okay. So my name is Marilda Vigant, and I'm from Marilda Vigant Coaching. I am based in Palabora in Limpopo. And I worked in tourism for 28 years, starting off as an assistant junior receptionist many years ago. Worked myself all the way up, and I learned over the years that especially in tourism, we don't really get the support that we need. You get thrown in the deep end, you've got to swim, and there's very few people that will take you by the hand and help you through where you need to go. And there's quite a good correlation between that and entrepreneurship, because that's the same thing. We come up with a business idea and we like, which way do I go now? And so over the years, having learned my lessons the hard way, getting my wisdom the hard way, I've learned that, especially in tourism, there is not the support that we need, but also not the understanding that there is somebody that can help. And so from my business point of view, that was an interesting thing, because I was a tourism consultant. Then COVID happened, my business became defunct, and I needed to pivot completely and reframe things. And so I had to start from scratch, actually. And when you're asking about grit, that's exactly right. Because I had to check and try and test and try again and test and follow my assumptions and fall down and learn hard lessons and stop and look back again. And I think that's something that we often just get stuck on the sense of failure, and we don't realize that those failures are the very building blocks of where we are going to find ourselves.
So we are here at Basadi ba Moshito, and there's a lovely woman of excellence that has joined me right here today. She is an auditor, and she was inspired by the talks that we had with the lovely speakers. I'd like you to share what your experience in the whole day has been. Let's start there.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Tessia. You know, today at Basadi ba Moshito, I experienced that even if you fail, what I'm taking is, even if you fail, keep on walking. Finally, you'll reach your destination. Sometimes we leave what God has put inside of us and we abandon it. So today what I've learned from this whole setup, I've learned that become who God said you are. Sometimes we are copycats, we are not the originals. I want to be you, you want to be me. Meanwhile, it's not what, that's why we fail. So today I was really, really encouraged. I was very, very inspired, even to see young people being here, and then I know that they'll be best and better than who we've been. Because in my era, when I was their age, I couldn't come to such conferences, or I was very limited. But in their cases, you won't be limited. You will become who God said you are. So what I'm taking home today is I'm taking back what was the original plan of God in my life. That's what I'm taking back.
What is most beautiful about being in an environment where there are women, where there are people who desire to grow, is the fact that people have the desire to hold hands with one another and help spur one another forward. And I have with me Usis Tidi right here, and we were having a conversation just off camera for a couple of minutes. And what's beautiful about her is that she has the desire to see the glow in another individual's eyes. And she does that through what she does, through winemaking. And I'd like to ask you about that. I'd like you to introduce yourself and then just give a rough background about what it is that you do. And we'll go into it.
Okay, my name is Ntsukibiyela. I'm a winemaker and owner of Aslina Wines. So we make our wines, distribute all over the world, but also I'm involved with Pinotage Development Academy, where we're training young people through the value chain of the wine industry, and then we do job placements.
After an inspiring event, after full tummies, after dreams being unlocked again, after healing, a very healing journey, speakers who are here to inspire us, to grow us, I am finally here with the founder, with the visionary. This is Antoinette Maluleka. Hi, Antoinette. How are you?
Well, thank you. Obviously exhausted and tired, but yes, excited.
She should be very exhausted and tired. I saw her running around and preparing the food and really being the visionary that she is and taking those active steps to make sure that today happened the way that it did. What inspired you to pull through Basadi Ba Moshito?
I'm a survivor of gender-based violence, and someone impacted my life when I was down and out and going through a lot of loneliness and being isolated. And when I was given an opportunity to be given an employment, I was inspired, and the dream began that I have to also assist other women who are victims or survivors of gender-based violence, because from the ashes of my pain, I understood that I had to give back, because someone 32-3 years ago gave back to me and gave me an opportunity without any experience. And when I knocked the door, someone opened it for me, and I referred to this person as an angel who was able to give me an opportunity when I felt so isolated and alone, and I felt so empty and depressed and all of that, and the physical scars and the mental scars and every other scar that you can think of. And when I was given a helping hand, because I was alone and no one there to help me, and God inspired me that I should also one day, when I'm established or when I have gotten it better, be able to impact someone else's life. And that was why the dream of Basadi Ba Moshito Foundation was born. And of course, when my children were growing up as a single parent, after I have divorced my perpetrator, I used to inspire them that I want to one day give back and uplift women and empower them, because when you are perpetrated by domestic violence or gender-based violence, the perpetrator instills in you that you are worthless, and your self-confidence and your self-esteem gets destroyed. And when I was given an opportunity, something inside of me was unleashed, that I believe that I have to unleash other women who might be going through the same perpetration that I was. And 3 years ago, my daughters and I co-founded this organization, and then the rest is history.
So I've just gotten the opportunity to speak to the visionary of this beautiful event. Now I'm here to speak with the people who hold hands tightly and very closely with that visionary. I'm here with Harmony and Karabo, and these are the daughters of Antoinette Maluleka. And I'd just like to thank you guys for facilitating this. This has been a beautiful event. Now, before we get deep into the juice of everything that we're going to talk about, I'd like to ask, how did you feel about the event? Where are you at? You can now take a Kusa moment of sorts. How do you feel?
Oh my gosh, I'm so ecstatic. It exceeded our expectations. We're so happy for the first time to do something like this and to do it as exceptionally as we did. We are so happy. So glad that it's nice.
It was amazing. It literally blew our minds. It exceedingly abundantly more than you can ever imagine. This is really what today was. It was astounding.